What's up, the squad? Back with another video. You feel me? Sorry for the late videos. You feel me? That I'm dropping today. I had the baby baby loves appointment today. And got back a little later than expected. Making sure everything's straight, making sure Chris and her straight when we got back. But definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this reaction. Please make sure y'all DM me on Instagram, LifeWithRecklezz, or email me LifeWithRecklezz@yahoo.com. Much love to everybody. Seen this video. People was like, make sure you check out the Kamala Harris one too, because dropped the Joe Biden one yesterday. But definitely had to check this one out as well. Let's get in the video.
Elon Musk has finally exposed Vice President Kamala Harris's corruption dealings. This comes just 20 months after the Vice President took the oath of office as America's second in command. What are some of these corruption scandals involving Kamala Harris? Will Harris be sued in a court of law? And will she resign if found guilty? Join me today in this video where we will explore how Elon has exposed Kamala Harris's corruption dealings. The world has popularly referred to America as America the Beautiful and America the Great. However, not all Americans can back up this claim, especially with Joe Biden's administration. Many people have had a lot to say about Biden's Vice President Kamala Harris, negative reports so to say.
And it's crazy because I don't know too much about Kamala Harris. I don't really know much about. When I was reacting to some of the Maui videos, I did see her name pop up quite a few times about some stuff, some really crazy dark stuff. But other than that,
Elon Musk is among these people, and his humanitarian side taking the best of him. He does not spare any pains to expose Kamala Harris's corruption. It is most shocking to see that Elon Musk is against a Democrat. If you followed Elon Musk keenly in the past, you'll have no doubts that he was mostly a Democrat. So it is natural for Democrats to support each other, but Musk wasn't doing that with Kamala Harris. Why the sudden change? Turns out that the tech mogul opted out of the Democratic bandwagon. In a podcast, Elon Musk revealed that he was previously a moderate, meaning he was neither a Democrat nor a Republican. But he added that
I seen somebody that said something. Let me go back. I seen somebody that said something in the comments about Elon Musk. He was a Democrat, and now I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say that he's. I'm pretty sure they said that now he didn't switch, but I know at some point in time that he was
obviously a moderate, meaning he was neither a Democrat nor a Republican. But he added that he leaned more to the left. In fact, he went on to state that he never thought that he'd vote for a Republican. But as they say never. He was sentiment, however.
But y'all see a lot was going on. They have absolutely nothing Nothing. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about J&K. That has nothing that they dealing with. Everything that they dealing with is outside the United States. It's crazy. Nothing. And that's why I always say it's important to vote. It's important to do research.
However, it was met with many prominent tech figures who found her statement lacking. Many people immediately responded to her statement, pointing out why she had failed to mention Tesla. They failed to understand why such a notable company like Tesla, which has been in the US since 2003 and is the largest EV manufacturer in the world, could not gain recognition. Zach's Jerry, a very prominent her leadership, no one seems to be smiling.
And I heard that now she's going to be, and I'm saying, I'm not sure on this. I'm not sure. But I heard that she is taking Biden's place. Her or Michelle. I'm not really sure. I seen somebody drop a video about Michelle. But I'm pretty sure that's what, because we all know. That person is not in the right state of mind. I mean, we talking about dementia. Like, can't even walk, you know what I'm saying, running the flags, falling up the stairs, the whole nine.
Hailed as the best candidate for vice president, but following her leadership, no one seems to to solve it. Kamala Harris came up.
And the crazy thing is, I used to be one of those people. I didn't know. Don't be mad at me or nothing. But I used to be one of those people. I used to be mad, like, dang, like, what's wrong with, it's immigrants that should come here. I used to be one of those people. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was younger, I didn't know no better. I would be like, man, like, that's sad. Like, you would see different movies and you would see this, and it's just me growing up. I wasn't into politics. I didn't really pay attention. I didn't know. So don't be mad at me. But I would see it, and I'd be like, dang, that's sad. Like, they need to get out of that. They need to do this. They need to do that. And now seeing and, like, actually seeing research, seeing articles, seeing videos, seeing speeches, seeing this different stuff about, immigrants, illegal immigrants, it's insane. It's insane. And I used to be one of those people that, when the wall got brought up, and it's like, dang, bro, like, people used to joke about it, especially young people, not knowing nothing, not knowing no better. And I was one of those people. But about 4 months ago, a lot of stuff started making sense.
decades, and it's projected that it might as well take several decades to solve it. Kamala Harris came up with a solution that she supposed would help the situation. According to the vice president, the immigrants would be given money to stay in their respective countries. Her reason for this action was that if their government could establish what the problem was, then the solution could be found. As good as that sounded, many were dissatisfied by what they called obvious ineptitude to her duty. That action, they said, was like bribing people to stay in their countries, and it's a show of her amateur leadership capabilities. Australian news anchors had something for the vice president too. Reacting to her genius plan to respond to the immigration crisis, they said this: "She is hopeless in this area," and adding that she was completely failed to do anything about the illegal immigrant crisis, which was the last thing she was tasked with. Well, that's not the only area that has brought frowns upon many inside and outside America. The reason? Kamala Harris has got a handful of other corruption cases hidden under the carpet. Her privileged rise to power leaves us with more questions than answers as to how she got into politics. Her rise in politics is accredited to former California Mayor Willie Brown, who admitted to having had an extramarital affair with Kamala Harris some 25 or 30 years back. The former mayor commented that he was credited for mentoring Kamala Harris into politics. However, Republicans suppose that their affair was pivotal for Kamala's rise in politics. They alleged that he would do her favors for being his lover. Their claims sound somewhat outrageous, but pointing out the fact that Willie Brown was in a position of power that Kamala Harris decided to have an affair with him speaks volumes. While Willie Brown was in power, Kamala had numerous promotions and landed prestigious roles. So naturally, Republicans and many more have concluded that Kamala's journey began with her infidelity in her marriage. Surprisingly, Republicans don't seem to care about Trump's many infidelities in his marriages. Now, as the President of the United States, Kamala earns an income of $1.6 million, and being a Democrat, a lot is expected from her when it comes to charity donations. However, she disappointed people's expectations by donating only $27,000 in 2020, which is a stunningly low percentage considering the size of her income. This is just a concern because with her status as a Democrat, she ought to show generous kindness to the underprivileged, especially now that she has the power and resources to do so.
And it's probably a lot of other dark stuff that's going on. That's just based off the income that we know about. I'm saying that's
the
what we know about.
Especially now that she has the power and resources to do so. But another corruption case is behind the trail of the U.S. Vice President. An exclusive news report indicated that dozens of White House staffers were suspended, put on probation, asked to resign, or transferred to a remote work program due to past marijuana use. These would-be White House staff members were asked to fill out a document that was a lengthy background check for a position as staff. Unfortunately, their truthfulness was used against them and derailed them from a dream job they had hoped to secure. But that's not the end of it. Listen to the hypocritical side of this supposed purge. The U.S. Vice President and Pete Buttigieg wouldn't be facing any consequences. While the low-level staffers were getting axed for past involvement with weed, the Vice President and the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, publicly bragged about their past involvement with marijuana. You can be sure that they were involved with marijuana long before it was legalized. The Vice President actually admitted that she smoked marijuana in college in public. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, she admitted having been smoking weed despite that she worked to imprison drug users as California Attorney General, adding she opposed the legislation of marijuana until very recently. She said, "Half my father's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me?" and continued to brag in the interview. "And I did inhale," adding with a laugh, "I just broke the news." Well, these top government officials won't lose their jobs, get probation, or face demotion for publicly announcing their drug use. If the government considered disqualifying low-level staffers for their past drug use, then it should do the same for high-ranking officials, even if it means that the official is only a step away from becoming the president. It still remains to be seen whether U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris will face the U.S. criminal and justice system after her corruption dealings were exposed by tech billionaire Elon Musk.
I'm not gonna lie. Nancy scares the hell out of me. Every time she pops up, she just scares me. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to look at her. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. But definitely appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this reaction. Definitely was a dope reaction. A lot of information coming out of these videos. And it's definitely, you get a lot. I didn't know a lot, especially with me not even knowing anything about Kamala Harris. But other videos, make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all DM me on Instagram, LifeWithRecklezz, or email me, LifeWithRecklezz@yahoo.com. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. If they don't censor me, you already know what's going to do, man. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Catch y'all next one.